Hello, everybody. My name is Vanessa. If you don't know who I am, a chance call for those that struggle. So I wanted to jump on here and give you the Rhema Word that was given to me this morning by the Holy Spirit. So first of all, I just want to say that the past month has been spiritual warfare. We all struggle. We all go through spiritual warfare, and it can come to a point of, believing that God's just not going to do it. Okay? God's just not going to do it. And that's the spiritual warfare that comes upon us. And that's what the enemy wants you to believe is God's just not going to God's just not going to do it. Right? And so this morning, last night as I slept and as I tossed and turned, I kept continually asking the Holy Spirit, what is it that you want to say to me? And, approximately I asked about maybe 10 times before I received this word this morning. So it was a dream vision. I say it was a dream vision because I was sleeping, but it was more of a vision. It's not a dream. It wasn't played out as a movie or nothing. So again, I received text. I was reading text. The background was completely white and the text was black. And the text I read was meh, M-E-H, meh, and then the numbers 12, 12, double, 12, 12. And then I read and received the words, not because of your works or anything you've done, but because of God's grace. Okay? Then, for some reason, as I seen meh, 12, 12, not because of your works or anything you've done, but because God's grace. Then the two 12s I seen, I took the one, dropped it down off the 12. Then I took the other one off the 12 and dropped it down and got it 11. Then I got the twos and I put them and I dropped them down. So then I had 11, 22. I had two double 12s, and then mathematically I dropped the ones, got 11, and I dropped the twos and got 22. Okay, so meh in strong Hebrews means what, how, or why in English. Meh means what, how, or why. It is used to inquire about the specifics of a situation, object, or actions, okay? You might be wondering, how is God going to bring this miracle come to pass? How is he going to be able to do it? And get into a point of hope deferred. He's not going to be able to do it. He's not going to do it. And you're wondering, how is he going to do it? Even if he was able to do it, like how would it be able to come about, type of situation, where you are, maybe you've come to a place of contentment of like, you know what, I have prayed long enough. I've prayed and prayed and prayed and it's not happening. And even if it did happen, like how would it even work out? How would it even work out? But we know through Christ, all things are possible, okay? And God is saying he's going to do it. And it's not going to be because of anything you've done. It's not because of your works of anything that you've done, but because of God's grace, okay? So this has to do with whatever you're praying for. You're questioning, how's he going to do it? What's he going to do? When's he going to do it type of situation. But he's saying he's going to do it because of his grace. And grace means favor when you are coming up short. He's not doing it because of your works. He's not doing it because you're perfect. You have shortcomings. We all have shortcomings. None of us are perfect. He's going to do it because God he is faithful, and he is we receive God through his grace and not by our works, right? He loves us unconditionally, right? So anyway, the double 12s mean divine protection and judgment. 12 means God's control and reign and can point to hope. the number 12 can represent God's control and reign and can point to hope. Hebrews, in Hebrews, it means divine order and perfect government. It means God's power and authority. It means totality, wholeness, and completion. So then I went to, because when I dropped the 11, the 1 and 1 down, and it came down to an 11, then I also seen an 11. Okay, so obviously God's going to do it, and he's doing it because of his grace. So so Deuteronomy 11:11, but the land you are crossing the Jordan to take possession of is a land of mountains and valleys that drink rain from heaven. Verse 12, it is a land that the Lord your God cares for. The eyes of the Lord your God are continually on it from the beginning of the year into the end of the year. Okay? That's the 11:11. God's going to do it. That's a promise, right? His grace. He's going to do it because of his grace, because he loves you. He's going to give you favor, unmerited favor, not because of anything you've done, but because of his grace. So the number 22 in Hebrews means divine completeness, perfection, and fulfillment. The number 22 suggests that God's plans and purposes are complete and will be brought to fruition. Now, I do know that when I was looking at the number 11, it was saying that it could be chaos and disorder and, judgment. But even when I went to go look for the number 11 again, first of all, I told you I went to 11, Deuteronomy 11:11. But then when I went to go look up number 11 as well, I had actually had my book placed on Matthew chapter 11. And it says, and it came to pass when Jesus had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed hence to teach and to preach to their cities. Now, when John had heard in the prison the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples and said unto him, thou art he that should come, or do we look for another? And Jesus answered and said unto them, go and show John again those things which ye do hear and see. The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk. The lepers are cleansed, and the deaf ears and dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. That's all I wanted to read on that. And then also, when we are being tried, we are in tribulation, and we're actually supposed to be joyful. And so in Romans 12, it says the verse encourages people to rejoice in hope, to be patient in tribulation, and to be in constant prayer. Okay? So this is what I've received. I want you to take this to God, let him minister to you. I believe God is saying that, and like I said, take it to God and let him minister to you. But I believe God is saying there are a group of people that he is going to bless. He's blessing his people, those that have not given up, those that have continually prayed and not given up. And, you're feeling like, what? My hope's being deferred. I've been in the spiritual warfare. I've been going through this for so long, and I just don't see it happening. But God's saying it is going to happen. His word does not come back void, and he will fulfill his promises. And it's not going to be because of anything you've done, but because of his grace. Okay? I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to you later.